Hi guys, welcome back to another video. You can see the smart car behind me, and I've got here the bill of the repairs. So let's hop in the car, talk about it. So we're in the car, it's a bit noisy out there. So those who watch my videos know that this car was playing around. Well, basically I had a problem. If you haven't seen the video, you can go check it out. A few videos prior to this one, basically the car was smoking terribly from the exhaust, with an oil smell. Mainly white smoke from the exhaust. Now, at that video I said, by the sounds of it, it's a big chance that the turbo's gone, and I was right. Well, to be fair, I'm not a mechanic in any way, and I'm not an expert when it comes to technical stuff in the car, or mechanical stuff I would say rather, but you know, I've done some searches online and stuff like that. So you can see a paper on my hand because that's the bill of this car. So before we go in what had to be done, how much I paid, let's just say something. Is the smart car really a cheap car to maintain? Now this really applies to any car. I mean, yes and no, because if this wouldn't go wrong, then I would say yes, it's a cheap car to maintain day to day, you know, like fuel and insurance and stuff like that. But if something like this happens, which can happen to any car, if something like this happens, it can be expensive. But unfortunately it happened to me. And the interesting thing is, I was actually thinking to sell this car like a couple of months ago, before I had any of these problems. Now after spending all this money, I'm thinking maybe to keep it another couple of months, because, you know, I just feel like it's a shame spending all this money and just selling it. So let's finally talk about how much money this car cost me. We're talking almost £1,000 in everything together. So let's start with the main thing. The main thing is a turbo. So I needed a new turbocharger. Well, I actually didn't go for a brand new one. I went for a refurbished turbo, but I needed a turbocharger. So I paid for a turbocharger £320 for a refurbished turbo. To be fair, I couldn't get a brand new one for that price, but I had to wait like a week or something for shipping, and I just wanted the car fixed, so I went with the refurbished one from the garage's option. And this actually is not all by a main dealer garage. If I would go to a main dealer garage, I'd probably pay like in total as much as the value of this car just in works and parts. So yeah, refurbished turbo, £320. Now that's not including labor, that's just the actual turbocharger. Labor, another £200 for labor. Now these are also excluding VAT, so we got 20% VAT here in the UK. Add that on top, that comes out to oh, 1 second, there's some more stuff. Yeah, now the car also needed a service, so a service was due. I had an oil change, air filter, all of that bits. What else? Oh, and I needed an MOT for the car. Now the MOT I done somewhere else. I done it prior to this, but it's just crazy because it all happened in 1 week. So I done like the MOT 2 days before this turbo failed. The funny thing is, or the interesting thing I would say, if that turbo would have failed when doing the MOT, I wouldn't pass the MOT with all that smoke coming out from the car. So I was lucky a bit in a way that it happened like the day after the MOT was done, because then I would lose money on the MOT as well because I would fail. Well, to be fair, I done my MOT in Quick Fit, and I would never recommend anyone going to Quick Fit. I'm sorry guys, you know I don't ever talk bad about companies and stuff, but I just share my experience. And my experience was, I went for MOT Quick Fit, everything was fine with the car. I actually checked the car, made sure everything is fine, tires, lights, all that stuff, all the main MOT stuff. Now they call me up, they say, yeah, your car has failed. I asked them, why is it failed MOT? Your windscreen wipers have to be replaced. Now, I've actually changed my windscreen wipers like about 6 weeks ago, so like a month before this MOT. So I told the guy, like, come on, don't give me this nonsense. My windscreen wipers are working perfectly, and I just changed them not long ago. I actually bought a pair of wipers and I put them on. He goes, no, it's not good. I say that's a load of crap, you know. It's perfectly good. Long story short, he didn't want to argue. He said, or you change your wipers or we failed you. So he goes, you have to change it right now, and we're gonna charge you £60 for new wipers, and then we pass your MOT. I'm like, that is a con, you know. First of all, my wipers are completely perfect, but again, I just didn't want to argue, and I didn't want to lose like going for another whole MOT. Of course I wouldn't go there again, but I just said, you know what, I got no choice, pay this extra 60 quid on top of the MOT charge, and that's the only way I got my MOT. So first of all, it conned me because the car did not need wipers, everything was perfect, and B, £60 for wiper blades is, I would say, mildly a rip-off. You know, those things cost £20 if I order it online. So quick fit, definitely never going to return. I would never recommend anyone to quick fit. But this video is not about quick fit, but as you guys know, as I said, I don't hate on anyone. All I do in my channel is share my experiences with my cars. So we spoke about service, turbocharger, labor, and the car also needed another thing. One of the brackets in the back that hold the gearbox, I think, was loose, so it had to be changed. So all in total, it's almost £1,000 of work and parts invested in this car, which is maybe worth between 2.5 to 3 grand, somewhere in between those figures. So yeah, that's definitely disappointing. As I said, most of these chargers are definitely unexpected costs. So if I wouldn't have to have this whole turbo bit and brackets and parts basically replaced, we're just talking about MOT and a service, which is a normal thing to do once a year for every car, and that would probably be like 150 quid. So definitely, as I said, disappointing, but I had to do it. I mean, other option is the car's not drivable, and then do what with the car? Nothing. So yeah, it's one of those situations where you don't really get a choice unless you want to scrap the car and lose a lot more money. So that's why I said I'm thinking now to just keep on this car for another couple of months, just use it as much as I need it, because as I said quite a few times, this is my workhorse, and I do quite a bit of miles on this, and it actually saves me money as well, because imagine I'll be doing all those miles on my AMG. I mean, that will be probably 2 tanks a week, and the mileage will be shooting up like crazy on that. So you guys get it. This is why I have this car, like for unnecessary, well, not unnecessary, for mileage that I don't want to drive my AMG, I use this car. So this is the situation and update with a smart car. Now you guys let me know, should I keep this car, should I sell it, should I say, you know what, I spent £1,000 in it, how do I know if I'm not going to have to spend another grand in this car? Get rid of it as soon as possible, get a new car. Now the car, as of now, I must mention first of all, drives perfect, and I must say it actually drives a lot better than before, for 2 reasons. A, new turbo. B, a major service. So these 2 things, I can feel a major difference in terms of driving, more like power. So if you guys watched a few of the smart car videos, I don't want this video actually to bang on too long, but I just want to kind of give you all the info, everything I have. I mentioned a few times, this car on the low end is definitely lacking some power. That has definitely improved with this bits done. It feels a lot more like I don't have to put my foot down the throttle as hard. Naturally pulls better, so that's definitely a good thing. The car is doing amazing as of now. That's why I said, should I keep it or should I sell it? Let me know in the comments below. And that's really the update for this car. So definitely disappointing, but it's done. I had to be done. Hopefully now the car will be perfect. Fingers crossed it'll stay good. And yeah, that's it guys. So thanks for watching this video. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. There's plenty of content with this car, my AMG, and if you haven't seen my road trip videos, go check it out. Obviously not with this car guys, with my AMG. And also, if you want to support the channel, if you ever do shopping through eBay, you can use my link in the description below. It's basically just an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Anything you buy through that link basically gives me a commission, so it just helps the channel. if you want to do that, I appreciate that, and those who do it, thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next video.